Tonight's milestone episode of SmackDown moves it into second place on the list of the longest running milestone in the history of weekly running television programs.
Yo, 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 yo. Pop a 40 and check your rollies. It's crime time.
Brooklyn, Brooklyn. We're bringing it, bringing the hood to you. We're bringing it, what you gonna do? We're bringing it, the hood to you. We're bringing it, yeah, that's how. Hey yo, no more Hollywood. Nah. This is Hollywood, and it's crime time. Be scared, you probably should. I come from the streets, I was raised in the gutter.
We are going to be talking about a topic that may or not be covered by other people, but it's something that needs to be talked about, I think.
By two white men.
Yes. Racism in wrestling.
Uh-huh.
Does that affect a person's success?
I'm not sure because I am white, and
Yes.
I don't know the position of the politics. Guys like Booker T was the WCW heavyweight champion, but he was brought to WWF, and the only thing Vince ever did with him was backstage vignettes where he numerously called him the N-word.
Yeah. Basically, different races, I'm sure a lot of them had to go through a lot of criticism, a lot of strides, in order to be accepted.
Well, now with the advent of YouTube, a lot of wrestlers are starting to come out with their own web shows. Guys like Ahmed Johnson and Kamala, and I think Tatanka.
Yes, Tatanka.
And he's Native American.
Uh-huh.
They're all starting to come out now and saying that the World Wrestling Federation is racist. And
yes.
I don't know if that's publicity.
Yeah, they may just be bitter.
Yeah, it might be bitter, or it might be true, because you can't argue facts.
Yeah. Like, for instance, we had a discussion today about how Ahmed Johnson claimed that during his run in the World Wrestling Federation that he was not necessarily suppressed, because you seen he had a very good run.
Uh-huh.
He was the Intercontinental Champion. On a side note, real quick, you pointed this out, his gear was literally, his pants were like 6 or 7 knee pads.
Yeah.
That's what it looked like.
I told you that, and you had to go back and look at it.
I didn't notice it.
I noticed it a long time ago. I was like, he's wearing knee pads up his thighs.
Yeah. Whether he's just bitter because of certain things that happen, I'll never know. Like I said, we're two white guys. Mm-hmm. So, we've never really had to deal with that kind of thing. So, for him to come out and say these things, they may be true. I can't be judgment of that. Kamala has spoken out numerous times. Mm-hmm. People have asked him in interviews and Q&As about, was there a lot of racism in wrestling in general? And he, without being bitter, has come out and said, yes, there has been. Yes, has there been opportunities that were passed over by different people? Yes. Was there certain things that were said by people that were inappropriate? Probably. Now, granted, there are a lot of people that could say that it being 2014, that kind of thing doesn't happen anymore.
I don't know about that. Racism, unfortunately, has not even gone away. It's still alive. I know a lot of racist people.
Yes. In a way, they poked fun at it.
Uh-huh.
You remember the Crime Time?
Yeah.
JTG and Shad Gaspar.
They make idiots out of every black athlete that walks in there.
Hunico.
There are racist people working at WWE. Michael Hayes.
Yes, he's been called on it numerous times.
He was almost fired.
For saying
was
things.
He fired or almost fired?
I think he was almost fired.
Yeah. Because
of something he said to Mark Henry. The Guerreros, I guarantee, went through a lot of problems.
Oh, probably.
Granted, their father, and grandfather, their promotions were in Mexico. Once they started venturing into the United States, I'm sure they probably had to deal with a lot with racism and being put into situations, because if you think about it, most people, the gimmicks were, let's have a guy come out to La Cucaracha and wear a sombrero, Hunico, his gimmick eventually was Camacho and Hunico, two guys that come out wearing wife beaters and rode a lowrider bicycle.
The Mexicools.
Yes, they rode lawnmowers.
Even before that with
the LWO.
In the Ed Ferrara and Vince Russo era of WCW, pinata on a pole match and all this racist bullshit.
I mean, I'm not saying both of us are anywhere near experts on any of this,
No.
but I think it's a very fun topic. I think it's something that there's a lot of people out there that are probably have been asking themselves for years. I myself can honestly say that when I watch a performer, I do not look at what this person's nationality is. I look at it as, wow, this guy is really entertaining. This guy is very charismatic. I didn't know until actually I've known for quite a while, but I didn't realize how many people are Samoans in wrestling. There are so many.
It's a huge family.
Oh, they're so successful.
Samoans love to bang.
Yeah.
And they love to wrestle.
Yeah, yeah.
My favorite member of the Samoan family is, I think she's a cousin of Rikishi, porn star Mika Tan.
Oh, I don't know who that is.
Yeah, she is extremely hot, and she's related to Rikishi, because I follow her on Twitter, and she's always like my, I don't know, uncle or something. And so the Samoans are spread out through all of entertainment.
Yeah.
You know me, I watch porn way more than I even do movies. I don't watch the Grammys, but I'll tell you who won the AVN Awards.
Yeah, yeah.
In time, you're gonna be working for me, so you don't wanna get on my bad side, cause everyone you look Latino. Bingo, in time, you're gonna be working for me, so.
It's WCW NWO Revenge, only on Nintendo 64. Nintendo Power says WCW NWO action is bigger than ever. Fans will eat this one up. Featuring over 60 of WCW and NWO superstars with custom finishes and trademark moves. 4-player Battle Royal mode with double teaming and more weapons than ever before.
Get addicted.
Call 1-800-WCW-8661 to order now. Also available wherever video games are sold.
Revenge is just too sweet.
Meanie Sultan to the mat. Where we eat, they serve no cat. This t-shirt is where it's at. He can't wear one, he's too damn fat. Oh, Meanie, get on that treadmill, you stupid son of a...
No, we don't die. Yes, we must.
Here's kind of a reverse thing that happened. Do you remember Kerwin White? Yes.
Yeah, Chavo Guerrero.
Yes.
And here's how you know they were being racist. He was Kerwin White, a stereotypical white golfer, and Eddie died, and they went, oh shit, we need to stop being racist.
You have to be a Guerrero again.
Yeah, you have to be a Guerrero because we were being way over the line.
Yep.
So they caught themselves on that one.
You have the Samoans, you have the Europeans, you've had the Canadians.
Now, the Italians, that's just funny as hell. The FBI and ECW fans, every time the FBI would wrestle, they would chant, "Where's my pizza?" And something about Italians, maybe because I have an Italian wife, they're so damn funny.
Yeah.
Because of their fucking, like, attitudes and, like, tempers.
Yeah. What were they thinking when they had Crime Time come out and sell other people's gear? They would steal it in the back.
Uh-huh.
And they would spray paint, tag people's cars, stuff like that. They had Nikolai Volkov.
Mm-hmm.
They had, let's see, who else did they have?
That was racist.
Yes,
okay?
It was.
Because in the 80s, it didn't matter who you were. If you weren't American, you were a bad guy.
Yes.
What the hell?
Yeah, the Sultan.
Yeah, what the hell does Saudi Arabia and Russia have to do with each other?
Nothing.
They're not American.
Nope.
So they're bad guys.
Yeah.
Let's team them up.
Yeah. Why is it that every time they do this, Canadians don't necessarily hate Americans? Why do they always portray Canadians did not like Americans?
I don't know, because South Park did it for years. They still do it.
I mean, I don't get it.
One thing I don't understand about the Canadians is why are they heels?
Why is that?
They had Team Canada in TNA. What is the beef between America and Canada? Because I honestly love Canada.
Oh, I do too. I've been up there numerous times, and they're some of the most docile people ever.
I know. They're the most polite.
Yeah. They're like, hello.
Yeah.
Would you like some french fries and gravy?
Yes,
I would.
I don't mean to bother you, but you are a bastard. I'm like, well, that was a nice way to say
Yes,
it.
thank you. I appreciate that.
But that was a horrible accent I just did.
Yes, it was quite.
I don't even know what that was.
I'm not really sure what nationality you just did. I'm sorry to bother you. I think it was more of a British accent you did.
But where's Canada again?
It's like, excuse me, sir, you smell like ass. Why, thank you.
Excuse me, sir, where's my country again? But
I'm sorry, but this was by far one of the most racist things I ever seen. He was this big guy. He had this little fez on top of his head, big beastly guy. Couldn't speak a lick of English, walks out there. And, of course, the whole match, he's beating down Hogan, and then Hogan hulked up and beat him. And I honestly could say, did anybody really think this guy was going to win the World Wrestling Federation title? No. It wasn't going to happen.
That would be a good podcast of a what if. What if the Mongolian won the World Wrestling Federation? What if we saw the Mountie as the... That's another racist
Yeah, the Mountie, or the Quebecers.
Yeah.
Rockmouth handle this, Rockmouth handle that. Hey, but anyway, let's talk about... Hey, that's really nice shirt you get on there. Look at that. Who that? That me. Who that? That him. See, and what that is? That DJ raising it. That's your goose. That's New Age Outlaw. That's me and him. Now turn around and see on the back. Don't cut. Can you? Okay. You're better call somebody. You better call somebody. See, this is our shirt. Notice I'll play the role of Vanna White.